My name is Abby Gorski, and this is my final speech. Imagine losing knowledge of everything, no longer knowing your family members, your friends, or basic knowledge of anything you knew in your past life. This is the brutal reality for people diagnosed with Alzheimer's dementia. There's no cure for Alzheimer's, but there is some ways of detecting it early so that you can plan your life accordingly. Alzheimer's is the buildup of plaque in your brain that causes severe memory loss and can be debilitating, can cause you to lose knowledge of how you walk, use your limbs, and eventually how you breathe and swallow if it progresses that far before anything else would end up killing you. The brain, once it fills up with plaque, it dies, and there's no way to reverse this. There's no cures, but there's a lot of clinical trials basically aimed towards early onset dementia, where you can catch it early and prevent the progression, but there is no cure to reverse it. Now, early detection is something that is the main goal. How we do this is there's a large variety of genetic testing and screening. So Alzheimer's is a gene, so you can have your genome read, and then they can tell you if you have the 3 markers for Alzheimer's. There's also brain scans, so you can see the plaque that builds up in your brain. If there's enough of it and you are having symptoms, then they can diagnose that as Alzheimer's. There's also smell. Your smell goes first, so you can no longer smell things. Usually peanut butter is one of the telltale signs that you have Alzheimer's, is you can no longer smell nuts, peanut butter, things like that. Many people, early detection is the only hope they have for paving the rest of their life how they want it. So, since there's no cure, there's no reversing it, and minimal options to slow it down, the best thing that people can do is get prepared for the end. Really learn about the disease and what is going to happen to them so that they can plan accordingly. Start a living will, have that signed and taken care of. Advanced care directives like do not resuscitate orders, do you ever want to be put on life support, do you want palliative care, kind of like that. Is there any other health conditions that you would want taken care of or not taken care of? Kind of just let yourself go or continue to preserve your life. One of the controversial portions of this topic is physician-assisted suicide is always an option in different countries. It's not legal in the United States for dementia patients or Alzheimer's diagnoses. It is also very difficult in other countries to get signed off on that. It has to be when you are clear of mind. It has to be before you have any symptoms. You have to have the genetic codes for it, and you have to have a set limit of when this would happen, and then you also have to have a moment of clarity to actually sign the final paperwork. It's very controversial in the United States, and again, not legal in any of them. But this disease is one that affects many. My great-grandfather had it, and it was very short. It can be a very long, drawn-out disease. It can start in your late 30s or 40s and go till you're 80, or it could start when you're 89 years old and kill you 8 months later. My grandfather was 89. He got diagnosed in May of the year before, and he died the day before his 90th birthday in 2011. It had progressed so fast that within 2 days after realizing the symptoms, my mom was power of attorney over him. That's another part of the how you want to prepare for your life. You can appoint a power of attorney who can pretty much choose everything how it goes for you. But yeah, it can be a very diverse disease, but early detection is the best way to go about it. And it is an awful disease, and there is no way that we can cure it as of right now. But through these things, we can kind of have people's lives laid out how they want to be. And so that kind of preserves their rights as a human. And it's kind of the best way possible, best possible outcome of an all around awful situation. But thank you.